Yo, what's up? My name is Petrowski, and welcome back to another episode of Loot from 1 hour of every single Pokemon in the Pokedex in PokeMMO. This episode, we're going to be doing Ekans, which is actually a pretty cool Pokemon since it's in the Dragon Egg group. You know, a pretty cool little snake fitting into that egg group. Dragon Egg group is obviously a really good one because you want to see things, you want to breed things like Garchomp, Hydreigon, Dragonite, you know, etc., etc. All these really powerful competitive Pokemon come from the Dragon Egg group, and people need breeders for that egg group. So Ekans should be hopefully a pretty interesting one. But if you enjoy this video, let me know by physically clicking that like button and subscribing for future Pokemon content. That would help me out a lot. But anyways, let's go ahead and get into it. So we're going to be catching Ekans slightly to the east of Vermilion City over here on Route 11. We're going to need a catching Pokemon for this. I'm going to be using False Swipe, Spore, Poison Heal, Toxic, or Breloom. You don't really need this. You could just use a Smeargle. That could be totally fine. It also might be nice to use a Smeargle thing. You can payday all the Pokemon you're not catching that aren't Ekans, while doing the hunt. But anyways, starting here in Vermilion City, we're going to bite down south and then east over to the, Route 11 over here, close to the Snorlax kind of route over towards east side. But you want to just run, for me personally, I'm just going to be running left and right in this location, and then I'm going to be encountering my first Ekans and then catching that, and I'll show you guys the method, and I'll be catching 1 hour of them and showing you guys the loot. So I'll see you guys with my first Ekans. Alright, here we are with the Ekans, and then similar to the Spearow, since they're so low level, I should be good to just False Swipe them, throw a Pokeball, and it should be around a 100% catch rate, or at least very, very close to it. So that'll probably end up being my method throughout the video, and I will let you guys know if that changes. But anyway, here we go. False Swipe into Pokeball. No need to Spore on these guys. Should be a guaranteed catch. There we go. Easy catch. Let's go ahead and check the IVs on this one, and then I will go catch them for 1 hour and see you guys with the loot. Any IVs? Yes, actually a 1 times 31 HP, and then a little bit more going on, honestly. I don't know if that's quite enough to bring up the value, but yeah, super decent IV. Super happy to see that. That's a pretty good start. See you guys after 1 hour. Alright, here we are after 1 hour of catching Ekans, and it looks like we caught around 21 Ekans total, which is less than I thought, to be quite honest. Very similar to the Spearow video. I really hope that these come out with a lot higher quality than the Spearow as well, though. Let's go ahead and see. I'm going to go ahead and sort through them, get them all separated by IVs, any notable value, etc., etc. And I'll get back to you guys in a quick sec when I'm releasing the useless ones. Alright, here I am after sorting them. I'm going to go ahead and release these Ekans. There we go. We're left with 5 Ekans that I believe are all 1 times 31, which is at least better luck than the atrocious Spearow video. So I don't know, I'm pretty happy to see that. I'm gonna go ahead and get working on price checking them. 4 of them are female, 1 of them are male. It's gonna hurt the price a little bit, but that's totally okay. Go to get my trusty calculator up and get to work. Alright, so these price checks actually end up being much easier than I expected, mostly because we have 2 Ekans with 31 HP, 2 Ekans with 31 defense, and then 1 Ekan with 31 special defense. So it only really takes 3 price checks in totality to go ahead and list them all. So we're going to look at the Dragon Egg group with 31 HP. Now these two look pretty, underpriced, underlisted. You can tell that by their start date, how long they've been listed, and the difference between the other ones. So I should be able to sell these two pretty easily for 6,998 is the price I'm going to go with to slightly undercut these ones. I'm going to go ahead and just add 14k for those two. So 14k for these first 2 Ekans, and then the next one we're going to price check is 31 defense. Get rid of this IV, do 31 defense. Once again, some other underpriced check mons. You can snipe these mons and breed them up and resell them and make really good profit. People do it all the time. It's a really good thing to do. These are all also female, so this one, the male one, might actually get price checked for more, so that might be important. So this is going to sell for around 6k pretty easily, so plus 6k to that price check. And now we're actually going to change the gender to male because it looks like it might change the price check here by a decent amount. Yeah, it does. Plus 8k. So there's going to be a small price check difference. For those who don't know, the female of a breed, the female species decides the species of the Pokemon. So the female gender decides it. So if you breed a female Ekans with like a male Gibble, you're actually going to come out with an Ekans Pokemon, which most people don't really want. Most people want that Gibble, right? So they kind of have to go through another breed, an extra breed, if they buy the female, even though it's cheaper. Which can be not what people want sometimes. So on to the last Ekans, just being female and 31 special defense. Go ahead and put that in. Let's change the gender to no gender. It's going to be around 6k pretty easily. So that puts our grand total of our price check for 1 hour of Ekans at 34k. Once again, a pretty atrocious hour for a loot from 1 hour of Pokemon. Pretty bad money making method. Wouldn't recommend this to most people, but maybe if you love Ekans and you're just curious, there you go. 34k per hour. Not great, but you know what? That's what you got to do when you're doing loot from 1 hour of every single Pokemon in the Pokedex. All right. Let me know what you guys thought about this in the comments below and give me your feedback. I would really, really appreciate it. Like this video physically if you enjoyed it and you thought it was helpful and just entertaining and fun. That would really help me out. And subscribe for more PokeMMO content. Check out all the playlist links below for more PokeMMO content. Check out my Discord links below, which is a super cool community, and I'm super happy to be a part of it. And then finally, consider becoming a YouTube member to be for $5 a month. If you want to go above and beyond, it helps me out a ton. And a huge thank you to all of my current YouTube members. I love you guys. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you all so much. See you guys later, and best of luck making some shmoney in PokeMMO.